up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike, and today I got a special stock for you guys that has just recently released earnings. We are going to go over some details about the earnings they had. We're going to go over some news they announced as well, and we are going to go over why it is a good opportunity to start adding some shares. If you do not own any shares of Twitter right now, it'll be a great opportunity to slightly start building a position in, of course, Twitter. And I'm going to go over the charts. We're going to go over some deep technical analysis. We're going to go over some price predictions as where to be a good place to start adding shares if you don't own any, and where would be a good place to start selling once we reach our target price. So with that said, guys, I don't want to waste too much time. I want to get right down to the video. So make sure you guys always smash that like button. Hit subscribe. It really helps out my channel, and I really do appreciate it. Come check out my Patreon page. Come trade with us. Come grow with us. And come and expand your knowledge about stocks. And if you need some help, hit me up. I'd be happy to help you guys out in our Patreon group. So with that said, guys, let's begin. Yeah. All right, guys, let us check out what is going on with Twitter. Ticker symbol TWTR. And if we take a close look at the chart, it is actually pretty a bullish signal we got recently, to be honest with you. Something's wrong with the stockcharts.com right now. Let's reset the page. All right, back to where we are. So if we look at this right here, we got a pretty bullish signal. The 5-day is now moving and trading above the 20 right here. If you take a look at that, that is your blue line trading above the red line. That is a 5-day trading above the 20-day. That is a pretty bullish signal. If we also check out what is going on with Twitter, we can see that Twitter just had earnings, and during their earnings, they made an announcement that they are going to be making a $2 billion repurchase stocks. So they're pretty much having a stock buyback of $2 billion worth of Twitter stock, right? So that's pretty good. Pretty much Morgan Stanley and Wells Fargo are going to be getting a repurchase from their shares, I guess. So that's what's going to be happening. So pretty much Twitter saying we want to own more of our own company back, right? So they had a pretty strong growth on their Q4 earnings. They reported the revenue was pretty much up, as they were saying, and they did pretty well. And their new target is from $57 to now $59 from Morgan Stanley, which they're, of course, buying shares from, right? They're buying their own shares back from, right? And they did pretty good, I guess, decently on their earnings report is what I saw. I think they were okay. This is not a company that I would go long-term on, unfortunately. It's just a trade to me. I think they really need to revamp what the company is doing, right? So the only thing is I didn't like was that they missed on EPS. The EPS was 0.35 cents per share, but they only had a 0.33 cents per share. So I didn't like that specifically, that they missed on EPS. But overall, they announced a stock purchase buyback, and they expect to do pretty well in the next few years, right? Of course, they expect that, right? So right now, tip rank says it's only worth about $47, $48 if we look at it. A lot of people in the past few days did not like Twitter, right? They're either saying it's a hold the past few days or it's a sell, and mostly holds. And a lot of people the past month have been saying up to 50 is what's really a good buy, right? Just a few crazy people will give a outrageous price target, like JP Morgan, which you expect them to be a little bit more conservative, but they weren't. And whoever the heck Loop Capital is, they probably lost a lot of money. That's probably they gave why such a huge beat, right? And then Friday was a disgusting day. Market had a horrible down day. And I don't think it was just from the 7.5% CPI inflation. I think it's just the Russian and Ukrainian war going on. The tension there is pretty tight. Anything can happen over there. We don't know. So let's go right into the stock and see what we are going to be trading at, where we want to buy shares from. And right here is where I think is a good area, as long as it's trading in this box here and it doesn't break down due to these bad news that's coming from Ukraine and Russia. I think Twitter stock will start trending upwards and going much higher, and I think $45 would be a sell target, right? So we have this much room for Twitter to buy down about here and sell right about here. I don't think we're gonna get about 55. That's just a little bit too high expectations, but right around $45 I think is a good area to unleash and let go of your stocks, right? So target is buying right here. We did get our 5 and 20 crossing over right there. RSI still pretty down. I prefer to get it below 30 RSI, which is really ideal, and I guess this part was a very ideal zone to buy. And so we want to sell previous highs and buy previous lows, right? Right now, this would be considered as a previous high target. So 45 is why I would consider selling it, and around 35, 6, 7, even 38. I think 38 would be like the maximum I would want to pay for this stock in order to go for a $45 price target sell, right? That's just how I would do it. I wouldn't want to pay higher than that. It's just not worth it for me. But if we are going from here to 45, that's about a 30% return on your money, which is good. That is pretty good return. If you're gonna get it right on 38, right here, max 40 if you're gonna pay, and just go from like 38 and you want to get to 45, that's a 15%, right? So you're making half of what we're gonna be making, but right now it's still on sale from 35 and you want to go all the way up to 45 right here, and that's about a 30% return. That's what I'm saying. So this is a good opportunity. If you want to get in with us, come. If you don't, that's up to you. Friday was a little bit bad. They are down 3.3%. And but they have a lot of good news coming with the stock repurchase. They did pretty decent in earnings. I don't think they did extremely well. I think it was just decent, but like the repurchase program that they said they're doing, that's gonna definitely push up some levels on this stock. The stock did not explode at all after earnings, right? You would expect the stock to do really well on earnings day, and it just trailed sideways, right? It really didn't grow and it really didn't decline. Usually after earnings you expect it to explode, but it didn't do crazy, and that's probably because they didn't beat EPS, right? They do have a good outlook and guidance. They expect it was a good guidance. I'm not going to say the guidance was bad. The guidance was pretty good. That's probably why the stock was flat and not down, because they did not beat EPS. And they did have a strong growth in earnings, but they just a lot of analysts expected a lot more from this company, right? I expected more, but I think it would be a decent trade because it did trade above the 5, and the 20 is above here, and I like that. That's usually the area I buy stocks, when the 5 and the 20 crossover and they trade, and the 5 is trading above the 20. That's a bullish signal for me, and that's where I like to add my shares and make sure I'm in it, right? That's a confirmation of a bullish signal coming from me. Thank you for watching my video. As always, make sure to destroy that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so YouTube could alert you when my next video comes out. Also, guys, feel free to add me on Instagram. I pretty much post there daily. I post some buys and sells alerts on there as well as many other useful things that you might need regarding the market and the overall trend of the economy. And as well, I try to post a weekly earnings report on there as well. So if you're interested in that, check out my Instagram page. Also, guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what other stocks you have a question on, or if you have a specific stock you'd like me to do a video on. Leave a comment below and I'd be happy to help you guys out and answer any questions you might have as well. Also, guys, do not miss out your chance on checking my Patreon page. Hashtag check my Patreon page, link below. Come trade with us, come grow with us, come expand your knowledge on the market with us, and I'd be happy to help you guys out in quite details on my Patreon page. So come and check it out. Also, do not miss out your chance on getting 3 free stocks right now with WeBull. all you got to do is sign up, use their platform, and just make a deposit of $5, and WeBull will give you 3 free stocks just with signing up and making a $5 deposit. And 2 of those stocks will be valued from $8 all the way up to $3,000 right now. So check out the link in the description box below for your 3 chances of free stocks from WeBull. If you want another free stock, of course, we also have Robinhood, which gives out pretty decent stocks here and there as well. Thanks again for watching my video, and until next time, make money with Mike.